Breaking news, the Burbank Airport is currently without any air traffic controllers.
Governor Newsom blaming President Trump and the government shutdown, saying they won't have anyone until 10 tonight.
Well, KCAL News reporter Nicole Comstock is live at Burbank Airport, where many air travelers are left stranded. Nicole?
Well, yeah, Governor Newsom said as of about 45 minutes ago, there are 0 air traffic controllers working at the Burbank Airport, which is exactly what you never want to hear when you're planning on boarding a flight. We're hearing that this is about to lead to some lengthy delays for travelers this evening, even though we're not seeing many of them here just at the moment. Take a look at this video here. We flew the airport with SkyCal just a short time ago, and operations seem to be going as normal with flights taking off and landing. But FlightAware says Hollywood Burbank Airport is currently experiencing inbound flights delayed at their origin, an average of 2.5 hours. So it'll be a while before those people are able to fly in here to their final destination. Now, why is this happening, you might be wondering? Transportation Department officials are saying they're seeing an uptick in air traffic controllers calling in sick, saying 13,000 air traffic controllers are required to work without pay during the current government shutdown. And they say it's making an already stressful job even harder to focus on. Now, keep in mind those workers are expected to get back pay once the shutdown ends. We're going to send you to this message from X right now, where Governor Gavin Newsom tweeted President Trump earlier today saying, "Thanks, Donald Trump. Burbank Airport has 0 air traffic controllers from 4:15 p.m. to 10 p.m. today because of your government shutdown." Here's Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy.
Great concern, great stress on our system at a time when we're trying to reduce the stress. We're trying to improve the efficiencies. We're trying to increase controllers. We're trying to modernize our airspace. All things that the American people care about. If we think there's issues in the airspace, we will shut it down. We will close it down. We will delay. But again, it's creating a ripple effect for our controllers.
And the National Air Traffic Controllers Association told its union members today it discourages federal employees from taking any actions to compromise air safety, saying failure to report for duty could lead to termination. We're also hearing that one potential way they could be able to help these flights be guided in and out safely of this airport is to do so remotely if they're able to work with an air traffic controller at another nearby airport. So we're still waiting to see exactly how that's going to unfold throughout the evening. Of course, this is a developing story, so we'll give you any updates as they become available to us. Reporting live in Burbank, Nicole Comstock, KCAL News.
Nicole, thank you. And our coverage continues tonight with Desmond Shaw live in SkyCal.
And Desmond, what are you hearing about the air traffic controller situation in SkyCal?
Well, Pat and Rudabeh, you can see those delays are definitely starting to stack up here with 5 or 6 jets that are waiting to take off here from runway 15 here at Burbank Airport. Now, the update here to Nicole's story. She was talking about getting a hold of an air traffic controller at another airport. We now understand that SoCal Approach is picking up a lot of the slack for this. What they're doing is they're making the captains of these planes call a 1-800 number and communicate with them directly to get clearance for departure, and then they talk to the tower frequency, and they will actually release them and allow them to take off. But that is a very lengthy process. Usually the towers would be an intermediary for that, and so that's why things would run a lot more smoothly. But we're starting to see a lot of jets really begin to pile up here on the runway waiting for departures, and this has only been going on for about a half hour. They have to make sure that the runway is clear. They're handling departures and arrivals, so that's obviously the biggest safety concern, so that's good news. But all the ground operations are being handled by the planes themselves on the taxiway, basically communicating to everybody else on a common frequency, letting them know where they're moving, if they're going to cross a runway, or whatever movements they need to do. So this is very, very significant. It's unprecedented. I've never seen this happen before in this airspace, and everything is kind of orderly at the moment, but definitely delayed, and I would only imagine that it is going to get worse. And really, my heart goes out to that SoCal Approach controller right now, who is already probably really busy, and now is having to handle all these departures and arrivals on top of all that. Live in SkyCal overhead, I'm Desmond Shaw. Pat and Rudabeh, back to you in the studio.
Desmond, thank you. We will keep watching this.